6'5", has vision and range offensively, is an all-around volleyball player, and has grown into a very big leadership role. Middle blocker, Cameron Thorne, stands at 6'4", first in the MPSF in hitting percentage, first in the MPS.
Top of the standings as Pepperdine visits UCLA on Big Ten Plus. Our first serve to what is a big week. Pepperdine at UCLA tonight, UCLA at Pepperdine Saturday night. Take a look at the Waves starting lineup. Gabe Dyer at center, his brother George on the outside, Cole Harkey as well there with Ryan Barnett, a great group of pins. Ethan Watson, James Eady in the middle, Jacob Riley, the Concordia transfer, at libero for head coach Jonathan Winder. And for UCLA, Cameron Thorne in the middle with Matthew Edwards. Thorne, of course, the leading blocker on UCLA. Luca Kirchi, Cooper Robinson, leading attacker on the Bruins. Sean Kelly, the freshman, getting a start as well. Lido David, Matthew Aziz at libero. Andrew Rowan right there on your screen. The all-everything setter for the Bruins. UCLA, Pepperdine, very similar numbers coming in offensively. One team hitting 370, the other team hitting 364. And again, Waves are 6-0 in the MPSF starting their second half tonight. The Bruins are 4-0, also unbeaten in the conference. USC, of course, the third team who is unbeaten in MPSF play. They'll get Grand Canyon for 2 this week. Away we go, left to right on the overpass, and it'll be immediately dumped down by Ryan Barnett, and the Waves strike first.
George Dyer is feasting at the service line. We always talk about the serve and pass game, but the Waves really have to push it to the limit on their serve.
This is George Dyer out of San Clemente at the service line. 10 aces on the year. The Waves, a fantastic serving team. 113 aces. They get 1.8 per set. They misfire on their first attempt, and Andrew Rowan will serve it up for the Bruins, who are also a terrific serving team. UCLA, 123 aces on the year. The MPSF leaders, 2.02 aces per set as a team. Rowan's got 14 on the year. Ball served to the back row. Dyer set the middle. Eady. Bruins pop it up. 1-1 early. Cooper Robinson inside of 10. He misfires. It is out of bounds. Waves back on top.
Robinson saw that opportunity because the Waves allowed him to swing that line. We know that Robinson has range and he likes to go cross court, but that was great defense by the Waves to force that unforced error.
Of course, Cooper's had a wonderful season, hitting .406, just under 3.5 kills per set. And the attack leaders not only for UCLA, but in the entire conference. Tried it too early, and Cooper Robinson will serve it up. Robinson with 22 aces on the season. That is second most on UCLA. Out of the Palisades, looking sideline, and just missed it. However, we could have a very early challenge. John Hawks wasting no time picking up the green card. They're going to take a look at this. Just our 5th point of the night.
Well, we know that every point counts. And can we talk about the service pressure? These athletes are trying to hit a moving object, manipulate it in the air about 70 to 75 miles an hour, and hit a 2x2 square on the other side of the net. Even if this ball is out, it is such an elite serve to try and carve up these service lines.
Take a look. We are on the other side of the court, so we'll get a better look here. Robinson looking sideline. Did he clip the outside part of the line? Flag went up immediately. Assistant all over out west. UCLA, USC, UC Irvine, Long Beach State. Got the Bruins right on top at 4-0 in the conference. All right, we have a verdict. It's in. So he just does touch that line, and what a serve as it turned out.
Reverse Uno card there. Take a look here with you, carving down the sideline, challenging area 5 with front row outside Barnett, tagging it, saying you're it.
Challenge back, so going up 3-2. Robinson, tough serve. Down the middle, little tip up front, and that's Ethan Watson, last year's MPSF Freshman of the Year.
Watson has done a great job in his blossoming career in the middle for the Waves. He's up in transition, has great vision as well.
Yeah, he hits .534 in the middle. He's got 47 blocks. Here's Cole Harkey at the service line. Robinson with the pass, tracked down by Rowan. Left side swing. That is going to be dug up back row. Barnett on the left, picked up by the Bruins. A swing and a score for Sean Kelly, the freshman out of Manhattan Beach, Loyola High.
Kelly doing a great job of challenging the block inside of the waves. Watch as Kelly kicks out in transition. What a dig by Rowan. First off, it's an out-of-system play, and Kelly challenging the inside of that block.
Thorne at the service line. Of course, the Grand Canyon transfer having a fantastic middle season for UCLA. A swing for Harkey, dug up. Edwards takes a shot off balance from about 16 feet off the net. Harkey can't get it down. Ido David gonna lean in, and that's way too powerful.
The Waves are doing a great job of staying disciplined and patient on defense right now. Expect to see the Waves keep running these different defensive schemes as the game continues on.
David's been a little up and down, I would say, this year. He is hitting .292. He's a great server. He's the ace leader on UCLA with 26. But he has run hot and cold for the Bruins. The David again, they go right back to him, and you gotta love that decision.
Right, and we can expect the Bruins to find David in the back row and front row. David doing a great job of broad jumping into that last set, which brings him to the service line, has a steady serve for.
David puts it in the air, leans in, fires one away off the tape, taken by Riley, the libero in the white jersey, and nice out there to George Dyer, one of their outsides.
George Dyer is an all-around player. He was a starting libero at USC, a transferred grad student, and is racking up some kills in his blood.
Yep, talking to Coach Winder well before the match tonight. Some guys are not playing their natural positions this year for the Waves, off a block and out. And Cole Harkey's one example. He's played opposite. In high school, he was an outside hitter. And then, of course, you got, as you mentioned, George coming over from USC. So and it's worked out really nice, to their credit.
It is, and Harkey has been so dynamic on the pin, going from the left to the right. It's a little bit different with your approach, getting your feet to the ball, and your angles that you have. What a swing there by Dyer for the Waves. But Harkey filling that role as a freshman is very impressive.
It is 6-all after the Dyer. Nice set by his brother, and
I think there's about 6 of them, couple sisters.
Yes, Heidi was a great setter for the Pepperdine women's team, both indoor and on the beach.
Yep, played against her plenty of times.
Yeah. Cameron Thorne back to the middle for UCLA, who have taken a 1-point lead, still in the single digits here in set 1. 2-match series. Series shifts to Malibu on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Edwards at the line. Ball taken by Barnett back row. Dyer to Edie. That's going to be a kill. He's been a big factor for Pepperdine in the middle of the court. James Edie.
Edie batting .438 for the Waves this season. Stands at 6'7" and uses all 6'7" of that length to carve up inside the Bruins block.
All right, so this is George Dyer at the line. He's got 10 aces on the year. Fires away. Robinson, get it to Rowan. Back to Robinson, high off the wall. Riley, the last touch, but nothing else. Cooper Robinson.
Robinson is a name we've heard all season long for the Bruins. He does a great job of just staying steady no matter whether it's in medium set opportunities or an in-system set.
First kill for Robinson. Bruins now 5 for 9 as a team, swinging with a couple of errors. 3:33 early, and Andrew Rowan puts it in the air, goes down the middle. It'll look pretty good from here, and he got it. Second ace of the night for UCLA, Jonathan Winder. Let's take a look at this.
Rowan trying to tag that end line from this point of view. It does look in, but it never hurts to challenge just to make sure. Each team allotted 2 challenges.
And a couple of quick challenges in the single digits of set 1, one by either side. Bruins 1 for 1, and they're both looking at whether an ace was in or out, and the Bruins successful. And a quick verdict here by Bert Fuller, and that's going to be an ace, the second one for UCLA. And quick explanation by Fuller. And
serves are happening so fast. Watch as Rowan is able to get on top of that volleyball, driving it into that 1-6.
Yeah, Rowan. And a really good server, of course, All-American, setter for the Bruins. Another powerful serve down the middle to Jacob Riley. Back set it goes. Harkey high off the wall, covered back line by Kelly. Rowan to Robinson. Cross court, dug by Riley. Here come the Waves. Barnett, 3 blockers up, and a nice smart touch by Barnett right after the block.
Great,
Touch, yeah.
great volleyball IQ from Barnett. He identified that 3 up on the block for the Bruins and takes a very smart off-speed shot.
Edie with the serve. Kelly on the reception. Low toss to Thorne, but manages to put it over. Bruins by 1. Harkey get it over the wall. Robinson a dig. David. Nice cover off the soft block back row by Dyer. Barnett. That's dug by Kelly. This is our longest point already. Robinson ends it. That was a fairly lengthy point compared to what we've seen in the first 18 tonight, so 10-8.
It was a lengthy point because the Waves are playing that disciplined defense. They're doing a really great job of digging the middle deep part of the court in the 1-6 area 6. The Waves know the Bruins, they're going to get the flashy plays. They're going to get the straight down kills, but where can they beat them is staying patient in the longevity of those long rallies and also earning a first ball side out just like Harkey.
Well, that's Cole Harkey, and that's going to be his first kill on 4 swings. Harkey is going to make a very strong run to MPSF Freshman of the Year honors. I'm not sure there is a better candidate right now. There are a couple names you could throw around out there. Of course, Parker Tompkinson, 7-footer at SC in the middle would be one of them. But Harkey is going to get a big run at that. There's Cameron Thorne in the middle. And someone who's been really consistent. Cole Harkey for the Wave, 5-9 kills and hitting .377 on the year.
Not too shabby for Illinois. Comes from a great family.
That's Cameron Thorne, does not connect there. And it's back to the Ryan Barnett rotation and the ace leader on Pepperdine with 26 of them. Waves are 7 for an errorless 14 swinging as a team, and there's an ace, his 27th of the year. Getting the back line, we have 3 combined aces, back-to-back Pepperdine points.
Barnett last season was top 5 in aces for the Waves, and now he is leading the charge. He has always had a consistent toss, giving him this opportunity.
Edwards on the reception, Rowan to David, 1-on-2. Out to the left, little skip shot, Dyer, whistle blows, and let's see, under the center line, I believe, for Dyer. I think he was caught awkwardly with his left foot. So Bruins are back on top.
Always want to be all situations. Great scramble play on the side of the Waves, just going a bit too tight. Dyer trying to save it.
Back both feet, yeah.
Safe.
Both feet from Dyer under. David at the line. Off the tape, trickles in there. And wow, did that fool Gabe Dyer, the setter. Just kind of redirected off the tape.
Nothing you can do about that, but say thank you if you're a fan on the side of the Bruins. David getting a little bit lucky there with the tape serve.
And 6-7 opposite from Israel. Misfires there. Halfway through it in set 1. I think this set could be a really good indication of what the rest of the week is going to be like. These 2 teams battling at the top of the MPSF. Ethan Watson at the line. A short serve to Kirchie in the blue libero jersey. David swings. I don't think he ever cleared. And the Waves have tied it at 13. Yeah, so
Dyer
no
diving into that. He needs. Rowan wants to set Ito there in the back row. He has to almost commit block on that.
Now there's a play you don't see too much in the men's game. Looked like a little slide to Edwards.
Did.
Yeah, and it worked.
I never say never. Keeping it a little bit crafty and having some fun out there. If it works, it works.
17th kill of the year for Matthew Edwards on 35 swings. Seen 22 sets in the middle. Bruins have been very deep in the middle.
The Waves now in rotation 1 with setter Dyer at the service line, giving them all 3 front row attackers.
Kirchie on the reception. Rowan bump it high in the sky. Left pin Robinson off the soft touch. Picked up by Dyer. And then Dyer, the setter, gets it to Ryan Barnett, who puts it down, and that brings us to a media timeout. We'll keep Dyer back to serve. Of course, both teams still with both their timeouts left. Andrew Rowan in the middle of the court. Run Edwards, picked up by George, and Ryan Barnett puts down another one.
Good disciplined defense for the Waves. Dig to convert on their side. To be up on the middle attack, and then they were able to play defense, added that.
A 339 hitter on the season. And Barnett is so far 4 for 6 without an error, and Robinson's roofed. That's Edey and Harkey on the...
Nell was right there in position to take that charge. Now zone defense underneath out of bounds.
Devin steals it. Up ahead, Saunders. And Saunders with a two-handed jam. Alabama quickly. Alabama puts so much pressure on you after misses and even after makes. Amori.
Ball.
Players who have played with each other, they know.
The ball just kept hopping. Defense had to move and rotate, which opened up the lob.
Saunders. And he'll take it himself. In and out it goes. Keita tried to keep a cross. Knocked out of his hands and ripped out of his hands. Keita, good defense there by Nell, and a whistle on the other end.
Out on the left is George Dyer.
So BYU pushed all the way behind the back. Sears for three. Marks. And the Crimson Tide are rolling now. And 7 teams.
I mean, performing at a high level. And a lot of times you see teams that come out of tough conference beat themselves up and don't have the gas left in the tank come tournament time. But as of right now, that is not the case for the SEC.
BYU in the danger zone here, trying to fight their way back. Saunders tough inside. He's racked up a ton of points from inside the paint, but as Kenny Smith pointed out, at halftime, 3s for 2s will have you on the wrong end of the win-loss column.
When you think about this Alabama team, both teams make about 10 threes a game.
The three-point line, they lead it 63-49. They're up 14 in their biggest lead. And Youngblood misses a 3. Keita, and it's Nelson who secures it. Another offensive rebound for Bama. And over. Nell gives it up. Here's Demon, drives, and one! Yeah.
See if we can score enough until we can knock in some threes.
Demon finishes off. Diego Demon grew up in Moscow, went to Real Madrid as a 15-year-old, was in that program, one of the great European programs in Spain. Actually got in the game for the big club in Real Madrid as a teenager. And doesn't figure to be at BYU long. Sears, another one from the logo. And a fight for the rebound. Bama's been great on the offensive glass as Saunders gets stuck.
Vì nam tính là muôn người muôn vẻ để ghi dấu chất riêng sân cầu thôi.
Alabama picks up their third team foul. Native started his collegiate career at Buffalo. He's out of that Hurley coaching tree. Dan and Bobby, high school stint at Romulus in Detroit, and then burst onto the scene with Buffalo, took him to the tournament 3 times. Now can't hit, and that's going to be a foul on Diabate.
You say Romulus?
In Detroit. 5th. Saunders had it poked free. From behind Diabate, excellent play, hit the underbelly of the rim.
The shot went up, so it should have been Alabama ball.
BYU catches a break. Felt like they deserve a few. Late clock, down to 2. Saunders slips, and Saunders is fouled
Early in this second half. And if I'm BYU, I'm going to
see where you are. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today.
You know offensive rebounds, right? But it feels like they have like 12.
Yeah.
BYU has 8, but more than the 7.
Amori and Bama with a quick burst back up 12. Dellen Hall at the controls here. Dellen Hall for 3. Kept alive. Hall runs it down. Baker, I beg your pardon, now on the run. Traore surrounded. Demon for 3 rises up. Mr. Badley, too strong. It feels like Alabama's offensive rebounds are turning into points, second chance points. It does. BYU's not, as Stevenson knocked out.
Can put the ball in the basket for Alabama.
An Alabama NCAA tournament record for made 3-pointers. That's a game story. A lot of points in the paint. 16 misses from her. And Bama's up 14 as Baker knocks down the first free throw. Foul trouble and get into a game like this for different. Be a foul on Stewart.
But you know the line shooting as well.
And it'll be Philon here. The Baron Philon, talented freshman out of Mobile. It's on the SEC all-freshman team. Former Alabama Mr. Baskey. Bama by 14. Going to the 12-minute mark of this second half.
Set. Of course, a lot of these sets are decided when you get to this stage. 20s. Robinson takes a swing cross court. Barnett leaning in. 3 blockers up, covered up top by the setter Dyer. Right side Barnett over the wall, and he scores. Ryan Barnett is 6 for an errorless 14 in set 1.
Can you score out of system on medium sets? Barnett took a veteran swing, patient delays, and then goes up to the 8.
Off the tape serve, Rowan. A little backwards toss up there to Robinson, who will take another swing. Whistle, and that's going to be a Pepperdine point. And Bruins want to know why. I think you may have a challenge here. I think they called the Bruins in the net.
The Bruins think the Waves netted, and the Waves are saying that the Bruins were in the net.
UCLA is 1 for 1 on challenges. We'll see which way this goes. And this is the 3rd look already total on a challenge. And Bert Fuller taking a look across. Let's see if we can see anything definitive. Don't think anybody was in the net there. Second try by Robinson. And, well, it might be Harkey that came down in the net. Let's see. Right there. Number 10.
It's 12 and
It's Cole Harkey. And the call is indeed reversed. Great work.
Helps to have the challenge system when you need it.
And a great look. Thank you very much for that replay. And that was a clear reversal, not even being questioned by anybody on Pepperdine's side. So got 21s on the board. That's a big reversal there. Bruins are 2 for 2 on challenges. Instead of being down 2, we're tied. Right side, Harkey, cross court, and the freshman connects. Cole Harkey, 2 for an errorless 7.
Great. Having 2 liberos, number 5, Dyer, as an outside, gives stability in serve receive, allowing the Bruins to utilize a
23 aces on the year. Cole Harkey to serve. Ball taken by Robinson. Waves by 1. Late in set 1, but Cameron Thorne goes hammer right in the middle of the court. No chance at all to pick that one up. Tied again.
The cameras were being watched as Thorne is up in the air on setter ball contact, allowing him to just have a highlight reel swing.
Serving sub for UCLA, it's Spencer Graves, 6'5" sophomore middle out of the Palisades. Comes up to the back line, gets it over, back row to Dyer, right side swing. Harkey, 2 blockers up, played off the net. Watson picks up on it, David looking to place it. Gage Dyer there right there, Barnett looking high fingertips, can't get it down, and Ito David will finish the point.
Good defense for the Bruins, staying steady in middle back defense. They're standing on top of the end line. Watches Barnett, gets the block touch. It's Robertson with the dig, ready for those block touches.
So we have a lead change. Right.
The back half of conference is going to be fueled with some top-level volleyball, and coming into postseason play, anything can really happen.
Bruins have it out of the timeout, and there is Cooper Robinson leaning in the middle, and just like that, UCLA's got a couple of set points.
Robinson getting on his route in the back row, number 11. Watches he able to hang in the air for half a beat to create that going high hands.
Waves have it. Dyer to Barnett, high off the wall, covered there in the middle of the court. Bruins are up, and the Bruins wrap up set number 1, coming back to do it. They win the final 3 of the set. Also, we're down 21, but the Bruins got a couple of late ones. Certainly helped the cause. Set 2, of course, Bruins now left to right, waves right to left. Rowan puts it in play down the middle. Here comes Pepperdine on the first point of set 2. Dyer left side to Harkey, and Cole Harkey, the freshman, off of Aziz. That is good. Harkey now 3 for an errorless 9.
The Waves are doing a great job of staying calm in the cave. So many coverage plays because the discipline block of the Bruins. They're able to stay calm, transition, rescore.
George Dyer at the service line. Fast serve, and is going to get rewarded for it. Nails the back line for his 11th ace of the year. First couple of points to Pepperdine in set 2. Take another look at this electric serve. Great spot. Going for it again, but doesn't pay off this time. Bruins on the board.
When you're watching at home, you don't realize how fast these serves are coming at you. It's like watching tennis in person or on your TV. You don't realize how fast that ball's moving until you're standing in front of it or next to it.
Being a tennis player, don't remind me. And that ball is going to drop right behind the 10-foot line, right in front of Barnett. That is Cooper Robinson. So Cooper, his second ace tonight.
Great hand-to-ball contact by Robinson. Watch as he's able to carve the right side of the volleyball, going thumbs up, delaying the spin on the ball.
2 aces for Robinson, and 2-2 in set 2. Ball taken by Riley. And in the middle, run Edie, and that's going to be a kill.
James Edie up and available in the middle at all times. Has been very steady for the Waves. They want to try and get him going just a bit more. Try and establish your middles offensively to open up one-on-one opportunities for your pin attackers.
Redshirt sophomore from Newport Beach having a great season. Robinson out of the back. That's a great dig, though, by the setter. Dyer left side Barnett, and a wide open back line. Bruins are out of position for to have any chance to dig Barnett there.
I wouldn't say necessarily maybe out of position. I think they might have thought he was going to swing hard cross. Let's take a look at this replay. It's out of system. He identified 3 up, and area 1 was wide open.
Home. Yeah. Right side, David. That is going to be tracked down by George. And there's a free ball given up by Watson. Cameron Thorne off the tape and gets it to go.
If you want to stop Cameron Thorne, you have to double down on your commit block and then some. Watch how fast Thorne is here on his route in the air before the block is even off the ground.
Thorne puts it in the air. Oh, that one is flying out of here. That one got
Some
away.
will say that is a home run in baseball, but might have been opening season, but not inside Pauley.
5 looking at 3. Early moments, set 2. Bruins won the first set by 3. Kelly on the reception, and now Kelly on a swing. It's going to be popped up by George Dyer. Right side, Cole Harkey coming this way. Puts a little English on the ball and uses the whole court to get it in.
Harkey keeping it crafty there on the right side. Watch as Harkey is able to have the finesse with his hand to ball. And in the back row, that body awareness and spatial awareness is so elite.
Harkey serving to our right, to our left. Ball taken by Kelly. Little tip by Edwards. Popped up by Jacob Riley. Swing by Dyer. That is out of bounds. And let's see. Bruins are in the net. Tough break for UCLA there. Waves will score.
Waves getting lucky on that play from the unforced error on the side of the Bruins. Take a look here as we're able to see the Bruins tag the net.
Now the Bruins are going to call an early timeout here in set 2. 7-3. Pepperdine matches its biggest lead of the night. UCLA up 1-0. Well, what do you think so far? UCLA, of course, played very well to finish set 1. I thought the Waves were mostly in control of that set. The Bruins won the last 4 to take it.
Distributing their offense really well. They're able to get different routes going. They're not just honing in on one specific swing. They're mixing up their swings offensively. And the Bruins haven't really been able to find that rhythm early on in these sets. They started a little bit slower in the first set, now a little bit slower again in the second set. The Bruins were able to thrive in the red zone in set number 1 and close it out. But the Waves, they're not going to back down without a battle.
Let's take a quick look at the MPSF standings, and there you have it. At the time, Cougars will get Pepperdine for 2 to close the regular season.
And then the Waves will host the MPSF tournament.
David off a touch, covered over, and Sean Kelly, right place at the right time.
Kelly taking advantage of an unforced error on the side of the Waves. Kelly just able to do his job and throw that ball down.
Yeah, Sean Kelly, he has a nice second half to the MPSF schedule. I'll have a shot to get on that all-freshman team. 7-4, tough serve, and a long way to go for George. He slides to no avail, and that is going to be another Bruin ace. Ito David, he has 2 of them for his 28th.
This is the rotation the Waves have to be able to side out in, going up against the serve of Ito David. He's consistent with his toss, tossing it into the court. He's contacting this ball over the end line.
Back-to-back points for UCLA out of the timeout. The Waves will get a serve back here, leading 8-5.
These serves eclipsing on average, hitting 70, 72 miles an hour.
Hard to believe Ito David, now a senior. Came in during COVID. He's been an absolute mainstay in the program. He's had some incredible matches. Of course, part of a couple of national championship teams.
Great swing there by Robinson on the left side, being able to thread that needle. That's been successful for him this evening.
Kelly at the line, looking for the far sideline, and he serves an ace. Eats up Barnett there, who tried to make kind of a circus pass towards that right sideline.
This is where the Bruins are trying to find their momentum. It starts at the service line.
Sean Kelly, just his 3rd ace of the year. Brings the Bruins to within 1. Still very early in set 2. Ethan Watson as the Waves run the middle. That's dug up by Kelly. Out to the left, and Cooper Robinson ties it.
Bruins able to earn back-to-back points. Real points, if you will. Robinson leads the team with 200 kills on the season. And here's him in transition, going up and over the block of the Waves.
John Kelly still at the service line. Pass up front to Gage Dyer, left side to George. That's popped up. Robinson again, might be a kill. Barnett tracks it down, though. It results in a free ball. Andrew Rowan in the middle of the court, out to the left pin, and Cooper Robinson goes right after the wall and scores. Robinson on fire.
Robinson taking advantage of a non-closed block on the side of the Waves. What a dig from Aziz to keep the Bruins alive. Barnett able to chase that ball down on the side of the Waves. But it's Robinson taking advantage of that seam in the block.
He's 8 for 18, and out to the right, Cole Harkey puts it down. Cole Harkey 5 for an errorless 13. Waves hitting .319 for the match. Bruins .372. Ito David, the next high man after Robinson with 4 kills. Watson puts it in play. 9 all in the second, and not for long. Quick point there as Matthew Edwards finishes it.
Great work by Edwards. Take a look at, he's able to attack this ball, putting himself on top of the setter and then going thumbs down back towards the sideline.
3rd kill in the middle for Edwards to go with a block. Double digits here in set 2 with the Bruins up 1-0, yet a 25-22 final, finishing strong. UCLA did in the first frame with 4 in a row. Short serve there by Gage Dyer, right side, Ito David, and I don't know if that's how he wanted to hit it necessarily. The set was a little bit behind him, but he just kind of placed it in there, so it worked.
It was great ball awareness. I like to call this a yellow light swing. When it's not in your wheelhouse and you have to find a way to score, what's your yellow light swing? And he was able, you saw his head say, hey, yeah, sure, that works.
Did what he had to do. Put the Bruins back on top. Left side it goes. Harkey trying to get it through the wall. Denied. Thorne and David standing tall. But then on the second effort, out on the left pin, Harkey finishes 11 all.
Nothing you can do about that. When you're standing at 6'11", you're going to hit over a lot of blocks, including the Bruins. Harkey able to recycle that ball, transition out, and then go deep into that seam, into the coffin corner. Perfect swing.
George Dyer at the service line, the grad student out of San Clemente, former USC libero, misfires there.
Both teams trying to push the gas pedal at the service line because at this level of NCAA volleyball, if you have an easy serve, it's much like a free ball.
Serving numbers now for the Waves, 2 aces, 6 errors. Out to the left side, 3 blockers up for UCLA with Barnett going up. Right side, Harkey, and he'll score.
A quick arm swing from Harkey gives him this opportunity to score and beat that block of the Bruins. Watch as Harkey is able to kick out. It's a big step close, and there's no delay in his arm. As soon as his feet leave the ground, his arm goes.
Listed as 6'11". Freshman, Rowan. Out to the right, Ito David, the flag is up. Bruins calling for a touch. And they're gonna, I think, just let it go. The Waves go back on top.
Great route by David. Rowan hanging it perfectly inside.
Rowan to Cameron Thorne. That was well done all the way around. Pass set hit, run the middle. Bruins obviously good enough to do it, and you got one of the best setters in the game to be able to run it.
Continues to be dynamic, showing us exactly why he's #1 in the MPSF in hitting percentage.
Thorne at 13 all, leans in, ball taken by Barnett. Dyer back to Barnett and gets it through the wall of Edwards and David.
Barnett continues to use all the tools in his toolbox. Also a Pepperdine Scholar athlete, so has the IQ in the classroom as well.
8 for an errorless 20. That's an even 400 for Ryan Barnett. Cole Harkey. Ball taken in the back. Rowan a back set. David high off the wall. Ito David. Nice hard swing out on this right pin.
David just doing his job as he should. Watch as David is able to attack fully into this volleyball. Big bow and arrow on his arms with a high elbow. And when you have one-on-one, good things happen.
6 kills for Ito David as we're all locked up again. 14 all in set 2. Bruins 1-0 in a monster MPSF match. And how about another ace?
What an unbelievable serve from Ito David. Watch as he unleashes on this volleyball, clocking in towards 70 miles an hour into that seam. Catching Dyer in that 5-6 seam. I expect David to try and tag that seam again.
Yeah, and this program, believe me, has taken a lot of heat with all the service errors they have committed. You know, in these last few years, sometimes they get 30-plus service errors a night, but I'll tell you, they go after them.
As I said, if you have an easy serve, it's a free ball, and it's going to come right back into your face, right? So you have to be able to push the envelope at the service line. These athletes clocking in, as I said, into the mid-70s miles per hour. Can we just talk about the physics of it for a second? You are a flying object, contacting a flying object, and manipulating it in the air to then carve it down the sideline. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, Sean Kelly wins a very brief joust there to put UCLA back on top, 16-15. Kelly down the middle, Jacob Riley on the pass, the Dyer backside, Harkey. That's popped up in the back row by Sean Kelly, having a very nice evening so far. Robinson puts it down. Cooper Robinson, 9 for 18 with 2 errors. Go with a couple of aces and 3 digs. Sean Kelly's having a night.
He is. He's playing middle back defense very well. He's staying disciplined. He's stopped on defense, meaning he's not moving on setter ball contact. You have to be stopped on defense no matter if you're in a good or bad position on the court, and then you have to react to the ball. If you're moving when the attacker's hitting, bad men's volleyball.
What a coach. Just the absolute greatest. Him and Al skates, both of them. Right side, cross court.
Talk about a rivalry.
Yeah, and those were some back
Alan
in the day.
Marv.
Yep.
It's going to war there.
Yes. UCLA hitting 420 on the night and just one hitting error themselves in this set at 5:56 as a team. Pepperdine hitting well. The Waves do not have a hitting error in set 2. The Bruins are up by 1. A lot of star power all the way around the court tonight. Aiden Toon is in for Pepperdine. He just served that one. Another Punahou product, and that one's going down. Vito David.
David carving up down the sideline. Here's Aiden Toon with the serve out of Punahou. Toon trying to sell it, playing left back defense, but was able for Punahou.
Yeah. Front row, it runs to James Eady, and he knocks it down. Assist Gabe Dyer. Another tight set. 18-17. The Bruins won it in the first by 3. Graves out, Edwards out.
Set is front row for the Bruins and back row for the Waves. Can the Waves try and utilize, well, I spoke too soon. Now we rotate with that missed serve, and both sides have all 3 attackers in the front row, including their back row attack on the BIC.
7th service error for Pepperdine, matching the UCLA total. The difference is the Bruins have 5 more aces on the night. Ball down the middle to Riley. Run the middle, and that is James Eady.
Eady does a great job of seeing the court in front.
438 middle hitter and the blocking leader on Pepperdine with 55. Waves miss another serve. Puts UCLA at 20.
I expect the Waves to try and find Eady again in the middle. They like getting him going on that loopy set.
Cooper Robinson standing at the basketball baseline here at Pauley. He'll come up, put the toss out in front of him. Serve a tough one to Riley. Making a tough shot here for Ryan Barnett. He just missed it. Wow, that was almost a miraculous pass set hit there for Pepperdine, but Barnett just did miss it.
One of the toughest sets, if not the hardest set to hit in volleyball. When the set is coming from behind your shoulder and your body, and you have to manipulate, guiding the ball out back in front of you. It is very difficult.
Yep. Sigh of relief there for UCLA. Ball done tomorrow. The Matadors are actually having a nice season. Problem with them is you got to deal with the rest of what's going on in the Big West. So you got Long Beach State, you got UC Irvine, Hawaii, and that's the issue the Matadors are running into.
And that's just a testament to the depth of the talent in NCAA men's volleyball. I'm going to say it, there should be 16 teams in the tournament.
That's, everybody's wish. We want to get more teams in the NCAA tournament and talk about
the
possibly.
Level's there, right?
Absolutely.
The level, there would be plenty of ball game to go around.
There's talk to at least go into 12 in the next year or two. So we'll see how that plays out first. Robinson misses a serve out of the timeout. A point that Pepperdine almost needed to win one way or another to bring it back to 21-19.
Good timeout on the side of the Waves, forcing this missed serve.
All right, ball served down the middle. Goes to Kirchie, out to the right. 1-on-2 battle there. Pepperdine, Harkey from 10, and a Bruin wall. Cameron Thorne. Sean Kelly stays hot. Also in on the play, David Decker. Welcome to the party here for UCLA. And, by the way, John Winder is going to pull out the green card.
And he might get it, seeing this replay here. Thorne might have caught the net on the way down.
Yeah, he might. Coach Winder might win this. This is his second challenge. He is 0 for 1.
Challenges go if you use it.
Yeah.
Challenge, you lose it.
Yes, and you know the saying goes, a lot of times coaches will go right for the green card just to settle the team down, have a chance to talk with them. But I think in this case, this is a legitimate challenge from what we saw. So,
I believe so.
Yeah.
Not a challenge that is maybe a potential timeout. Take another look here at this replay. It's a high set to Harkey, and we're watching for Thorne's right elbow on the way down.
Yeah, and you know, he might have even known it. Just his reaction when the point was up. Yeah, this is Pepperdine's point. So we think, we're pretty sure actually, that the score will now be 21 to 20.
Thorne's going, am I gonna get away with it? Wait,
really?
What?
Call stands. So the Bruins certainly get away with one. We'll take another look. There's no question that if you look at the bottom here, the right elbow, as you say, Victoria, this is a net call. Now, sometimes if it doesn't affect the point.
Right, so this is what they're arguing. So the ball touched the ground before Thorne touched the net.
There it is, yep. And John Winder's still going to town. I think he's done now with Bert Fuller. But
so that is why, even though it was a net on the side of the Bruins, the moment of contact of the net from Thorne with the Bruins was after the ball landed on the side of the Waves.
So let's see when the ball drops, okay, versus the net.
Ball touches.
Yeah, right there, and then the elbow here. So I think they got it right.
It's a tough call to make, but it is the right call.
Yes. You know, in real time and first look at the replay, we're thinking, well, the Bruins got away with it, you know, because certainly his elbow was in the net. But then further evaluation, and I think they got it right. We think they got it right. There's a service error. Bruins have had a couple of those lately to keep the Waves in it here in set 2. 22 to 20. Substitution. So this is going to be Kevin Roberts coming in. Roberts has had some big hitting nights in the past for the Waves. He has only played in 5 sets on the year out of their 64 total. So
also
Coach Winder,
another well-rounded athlete. Has even played setter for the Waves.
Yeah, 6'7" grad student from Florida. Right side, Decker. He's got 2 blockers up. Covered up top by Roberts. Ball set. Harkey, whistle. Waves will win this point. One-point ball game. The lead is down to 1. The 1-set lead for UCLA, 22 to 21, and yet another set that's going to be determined by how well you finish in the 20s.
Big spark plug coming in. Being able to sub in was Roberts. They sub
100 in set 2. They're 13 for 22 with 2 errors, and they are up against it, down by 1 late in the set. UCLA is hitting .524, so actually a little better. 12 for 21 for the Waves. Cole Harkey, 9 kills at .421. Look at Cooper Robinson.
So you may look at the Wave side and say they don't have a true setter on the court, but number 9, Kevin Roberts, has played setter for the Waves a couple seasons ago. He had to come in for who Dvorak at the time was a starting setter, was injured. So that's a good substitution for the Waves here. Big block on the right side.
Cole Harkey's at the service line. Ball hits the tape. Good focus there by Decker on the reception. Robinson from the middle, and the return is going wide. That is not an easy reception, I don't think, by Decker. That's a great play there, and making way for Robinson.
Calm, cool, and collected there. Added that timeout and earning the side out. With a big sub coming in here, Ito David at the service line is who the Bruins want.
Yep, right off the tape. Great focus by Decker, making way for Cooper Robinson. 23 looks at 21 here. Bruins looking for a 2-set lead. David, couple of aces already tonight. Good pass, left side. Ryan Barnett, cross-court swing. That's a big-time pass.
Big time pass to a big time kill. That pass allowing Barnett to go up and attack this ball. Great platform there from Dyer, giving a medium pass opportunity. There was only 2 blockers up, and they were committing to blocking the line, so it opened up that sharp cross for Barnett.
Bruins by 1 now. Rowan and Robinson from the back. Fires away, knocks it down.
When in doubt, find Cooper Robinson for the Bruins in the back row, being able to just earn another point. Now 11 kills on the ball game, batting .450.
That's John Spraw's play. All of his teams always ran that play so well. 2 set points for the Bruins. Much of this crowd on their feet. Cross-court swing, kept alive by David. Right next to us, Rowan brings it back on the court. Robinson a swing. Bruins calling for a touch. They're not going to get it.
Good disciplined defense from the Waves, forcing that attack error. Take a look here as David was able to dig that ball up. Robinson tried to find hands, wasn't able to.
All right, still set point, the second one for UCLA. Ethan Watson will be the server. Floats one to the back row for Kelly. Rowan to Robinson, looking for set 2, not yet. Rowan again, Robinson on the left pin. That one is going down. Cooper Robinson finishes off set 2 with his 12th kill of the night. And the Bruins so far have taken 2 close sets.
Bruins wanted to get Robinson going, and they are. Rowan perfectly hanging that ball on the pin for Robinson to attack high off the hands, reuse, recycle, and find hands again.
Now, Cooper Robinson's 12th kill wins set number 2.
Calm, cool, and collected. Kelly played for Loyola High School, part of the 2023 CAF State Championship team. Not to mention a 3-time Volleyball Mag top 25 underclassman.
Yeah, with Brian Rofer at the helm of Loyola High School before he took the Vanguard job. And Coach Rofer, of course, was a longtime assistant here for Al Skates, won 6 national championships, and was able to coach him amongst others who are around the MPSF right now at Loyola High before he took the Vanguard job. And,
Kelly, one of the many products of the South Bay from Manhattan Beach, California. CIF Division I Player of the Year at Loyola in 2023.
All right, away we go. Set number 3. Both teams back to their original benches. UCLA will get the first swing right to left. It's going to be a run to the middle. Cameron Thorne puts it down from Andrew Rowan.
Establish your middles early. That's what every coach says, but can you do it? And if your name is Thorne, you absolutely can. Thorne just finding a way to score there on that set.
Thorne is 5 for an errorless 6 tonight. Tough serve, Andrew Rowan fires down the middle to the man in the white libero jersey, Jacob Riley. Tip by Harkey, almost got a kill out of it. Rowan with the dig up front. Cooper Robinson, nice cover Aziz, and a rare miss. Cameron Thorne. That is his only miss tonight.
Thorne tried to beat the block, going back cross body on the swing he had. Watch as Thorne gets off the net here in transition. It's recycled cover ball. Tries to beat the block just a bit too quick.
George Dyer misfires that serve. And Cooper Robinson will be at the line. Robinson doing many things well out there, serving as one of them. He's got 2 of the Bruins' 7 aces, 12 kills, 391. He's also picked up 3 balls tonight, 2-1 UCLA. Ball taken on the far sideline, right side, run Harkey, clear the wall. And how about a flat-out dig there by Cooper Robinson, making way for that eventual kill.
If the Waves are going to thread the offense of the Bruins down the line. They have to be able to dig down the line. The block right now is taking the meat of the court for the side of the Waves. The Waves have to be able to play defense down the line.
What a tough dig there at number 11. Having just another Cooper Robinson night. And how about another incredible serve? UCLA's serving tonight has been just through the roof. Robinson, again, his third ace. UCLA has served 8 of them.
Robinson, a force to be reckoned with at the service line, continues to just be a steady threat for the Bruins, going line to line.
Oh, when your big-time players step up in big-time matches, and seeing a lot of that from both sides tonight. Right side, Ido David, flag is up, and let's see. And you can't get a better list than that.
Also a testament to the setters being able to distribute their offense to multiple outlets.
Cooper Robinson coming off the ace, puts it in play. Right side, Cole Harkey. Punched up there, kept alive Robinson. Aziz tracks it down. Free ball given up back to the Waves. Here come the boys from Malibu, and Harkey puts it down on the right. Find the wide open spot there.
Some may argue that it's a throw, but Harkey contacted it in front of his shoulder. Take a look with us here. Free ball opportunity. Harkey had a wide open net. Ball was out in front of his shoulder, therefore not a throw.
Rowan, right side, and Ido David finds Bruins by 4, early set 3, and also a 2-set advantage. This high-profile MPSF contest. Thorne misses his serve. Cole Harkey at the line. Freshman puts it in play to Kelly. Get it to Rowan. Run the middle for Edwards. Denied. They got Watson up there with Dyer. And in terms of his swinging, we know his serving has been lights out.
Rowan tried to get David on the tempo set. Might have been just a bit too low. But David was able to get his feet to the ball.
9 kills at 3:53 now for Ido David. Tough serve. All taken by Barnett, tracked down by Riley, brought back to the front row and getting a kill.
This level, yes, number one, your expectation is to keep the ball in play, but are you able to find points out of system? And Barnett is.
Yeah, and UCLA got obviously exactly what it wanted out of the serve and didn't finish that one, and Pepperdine capitalizes with an ace of their own here, Ryan Barnett. Consolidate it.
Back-to-back momentum plays for Barnett, leading the Waves here, especially with this topspin serve, just going for it at the end line.
It's 2 aces for Barnett, 28 on the year for him. That one is long, and both Harkey and Barnett now 10 kills apiece, hitting roughly the same. Each player with 1 air and 24 versus 23 attempts. So pin hitters came to play tonight. 8-5. Harkey. All dug. Nice up there by David. Robinson. Right there, George Dyer. Out of the back, and the flag is up, and Barnett misses just his 2nd attempt.
That's the right set and swing for the Waves, just going a bit long. I expect Dyer to find Barnett again on that big attack.
9 serving 5 with Sean Kelly. Back to serve down the middle to Riley. Run the middle. Watson denied. Bruins have a triple wall up. The setter looking for a 2-ball. Dyer can't get it down. David off the tape. Picked up. George off the soft block. Robinson up front. And Robinson with the swing and the finish.
Bruins staying patient in transition, now calm in the chaos, giving them this opportunity to dig, to convert. Watch this finish. Robinson going up, broad jumping away, finishing his arm down.
Barnett with the pass off a tough serve out to the left. George Dyer just trying to drop it in. Right up there, Aziz. Beautiful pickup, high off the wall. Robinson looking for another one, not yet. Back over on 3, Bruins have it, and Kelly. That's an overpass, Bruins again, now with a 5-point lead, looking for more. Matthew Edwards finishes. Bruins very, very aggressive right now.
Bruins locking in on all fronts. We needed to see the fire from them, and we're seeing it here. Look at Aziz laying out with his arm, extending this rally. Nice dig by Harkey, but the Bruins taking advantage, going down the middle of the court, which they have wanted to do.
Yeah, you know, just gotta love the overall disposition of this volleyball team tonight. Remember, this is a 12-day layoff that UCLA's had. You had finals and a spring break. Thinking maybe, possibly a little rusty at some points tonight, but this team has looked like a team that's ranked second in the country.
Well, you're in the meat of the season, and I don't care if it's spring break. I don't care if you've had finals. You're a high-level college athlete. This is your job. You need to show up. What an ace there for the Waves. You have to show up. I was just preaching this the other night, last night, to my 17s team. I said, I don't care it's a Wednesday. You want to play at the college level? It's 20-plus hours in the gym and then your classes, and you're expected to show up every single time.
Bruins have it with a 4-point lead. Overpass there by Watson. UCLA's got it, and Sean Kelly at 11.
Watches Kelly's able to get on his route in the back row, pulling the block of the Waves, and then going back towards the sideline.
Edwards serving down the middle. Dyer. Bruins pick up on it, and a little reverse try there. Not going to happen that time for Robinson.
Barnett tagging top of the block and forcing that unforced errors on the Bruins. Bringing the Waves into rotation number 1 with Dyer at the service line.
Again, Barnett and Harkey both in double-digit kills for Pepperdine. Robinson and DeVee double-digit kills for UCLA. John Hawks talking with Bert Fuller. Floor being wiped up, and I think we're ready to go now. Gabe Dyer. In the middle, Cameron Thorne coming this way. Not much room for error that time. Just kind of hooked his arm around and just did get it on this near sideline.
Even with a commit block from the Waves, Thorne's arm swing is just so quick. Even in slow motion, you can't even see it.
Cameron Thorne, 6 for 8 with 1 error, swinging in the middle. Bruins by a handful, looking to sweep. First of 2 nights against number 9 Pepperdine and MPSF unbeaten Pepperdine. Free ball back over. Right side, George, and that will be a point. Block return went out, so George Dyer scores, makes it 13-9.
Dyer taking advantage, tooling the block of the Waves. At this level of volleyball, you have to be able to have that. Not shy away from the big block, but go up and challenge it.
George at the service line, fires away. Rowan, backside all the way across the court to Robinson, force an overpass. Thorne can't get it down, picked up by the Waves. Harkey, off speed shot. Whistle, Bruins are in the net.
Point by point, the Waves are able to close back in here. Net violation on Robinson.
Back-to-back points, makes it 13-10. Take another look. At this stage, the Bruins will certainly take that. Go back up by 4. Yeah, John Hawks doing a terrific job with this group in his first season, and like they were very well prepared for this match. Top of the standings. Threatening to hand the Waves their first conference loss, 1-on-2 from Barnett, and the Bruins win that battle.
In this rotation, Robinson wants to serve line to line. He's trying to take Barnett out of the game as the front row outside, applying that passing pressure.
No immediate timeout. That's because John Winder had to use an early one The Bruins got off to a lead of 5-1. Dyer backside, Harkey, one-on-one there with Kelly. Keeps it alive, the Bruins do. Kelly off a touch there, put back by David. Harkey again from inside 10. Great dig, but Bruins again are in the net.
We usually don't see this many net violations, but maybe it's the height on the side of Harkey standing at 6'11" that the block is trying to over-exaggerate, forcing those.
James Eady on the soft serve, low pass. They're able to compensate for that. Group works really well together. A low pass. Rowan still able to put it up for Thorne. Spencer Graves coming back in. He'll be serving for Cameron Thorne. Matthew Edwards also back to the front row. Graves, 6'5" sophomore from the Palisades, another Loyola High product, and used as a serving sub. Bruins by a handful here in the third and up 2 sets. Dyer run, Watson, and that goes. Ethan Watson, the reigning MPSF Freshman of the Year.
Great set by Dyer, setting that ball off the net. Almost on the 10-foot line here with that pass, being able to thread the needle to his middle. Looped it just half a beat, giving Watson that opportunity to swing away.
Third-year sophomore middleman from Sunnyvale. Harkey now the server. Kelly on the pass to Rowan. Back to Kelly. Drops it in there.
The true freshman finding ways to score yet again. Watch as Kelly is able to pass and then kick outside and trust his over-the-top swing there. Almost like a windmill swing.
Bruins hitting 391 in the set, 407 for the match. Got 4 hitters hitting extremely effectively. Middle and pin, and with authority, George Dyer comes right back.
George playing with passion there on that big attack. Hard to believe he was a libero for the Trojans just a season ago. Watches Dyer able to broad jump into that ball, allowing him to swing through that block.
The Bruins back up 5. The Waves now at 4 aces and 11 service errors tonight. Bruins, by contrast, 8 aces and 12 service errors. Front row, it goes back to Barnett, looking for the short window, and they'll score again, and yet again the Bruins are in the net. John Hawks looking really impatient regarding that call that's gone quite a bit tonight against UCLA, and he's going to challenge this. He's won 2 challenges tonight, John Hawks has. So he's got some to use. We're in the 3rd set.
Let's try and take a look here. Watching for a net on the side of the Bruins.
Are you seeing anything? I did not see anything on that look.
It might have been his jersey on the way down, but even if it was, jerseys on Edwards do not count as a net violation. Net violation has to be a part of the body that blood is flowing through.
Well, the call's confirmed.
But it is confirmed.
So, yeah. So the Bruins lose a challenge. 1 challenge left, barring a set 5. Let's take another look. Well, yeah.
It does move.
It moved just a little bit coming down. All right, 8-2 in the serving sub back in. Kelly on the reception. Robinson a swing, and this time he's roofed. Waves had 3 blockers up.
Big momentum play for the Bruins. Watch as they're able to lock in. Defense starts with vision. Ball setter, ball hitter. Bruins get on their, Waves get on their attacker. taking away that space. Good bunch read there.
Blocking leader on Pepperdine gets a block assist. Bruin lead down to 3. Toon on the serve and an ace. This is a serving sub, Aiden Toon, who serves an ace. It is the 5th one by Pepperdine tonight.
Aiden Toon carving it up at the end line. Also another product of Punahou.
5 aces on the year now for Aiden Toon. Lead is down to 2 for the Bruins. 3 in a row for the Waves.
Good spark plug though coming in at the service line for the Waves. Toon screaming it's not over to his teammates.
Waves put their libero back on the floor, Jacob Riley. And also Kahale Clinny is on to serve in place of Edwards.
Set is front row for the Waves, so look for Harkey on the D ball, Barnett on the Bic, over the top of Edie in the middle. Bruins have to track that.
Kahale Clinny for UCLA. Redshirt freshman in play. Tough serve, force an overpass, and Cooper Robinson will take care of it. That is a tremendous serve by Kahale Clinny.
Great momentum play for the Bruins, forcing that overpass. I like to call it almost like an assist, teeing up. Robinson there on this serve, perfectly going down the sideline, giving Robinson that opportunity to score.
Forces Pepperdine into its a couple years back. Of course, the traditional powerhouse. See if the Bruins can get it done as the #1 overall seed. Test to them tomorrow and beyond. 20-16 here, front court. Backside to Harkey out of the timeout, and Cole Harkey puts it down. The freshman brings it to a 3-point difference.
Great first ball side out for the Waves. Dyer hanging that ball perfectly for Harkey to step close to. Harkey has been disciplined, getting his feet to the apex of the volleyball every time.
Gabe Dyer, the server. Bruins have played very well twice tonight when they have reached 20. They're at 20 right now. Matter of finishing the job. Rowan, run it to Cameron Thorne. Clip the tape, but good enough. Cameron Thorne goes to 8 for 11 with 1 error.
Thorne getting on his route, running the 1. And it was the ball that touched the top of the tape there.
Andrew Rowan back to serve. Fires away a very tough one. Edie across the way, brings it back to Harkey. Gathered up there by Rowan to keep it alive. And of course, Cooper Robinson's going to finish it. Terrific point all the way around for UCLA to get that much closer. 22-17. Rowan, what a serve.
Starts at the service line. Best defense is an offensive serve, and that's Rowan putting that pressure on the Bruins.
I don't know how Barnett kept that alive. Somehow it was a terrific, reception there to keep the play going, at least give them a chance. That was just an electric serve. He's got an ace tonight, Andrew does. One of the top servers in the nation throughout the national championship runs, and that one's going long. $15 aces, though, now in the air for Rowan. The Bruins just had a great serving night. Came in with 123. They have served 8 tonight, so 131 now on the air. 22-18. Rowan, right side, Robinson, and off the wall it goes. Yet another kill for number 11 out there. Give him 16 on the night, 33 swings as he moves past 350 hitting.
Block wasn't fully sealed for the Waves. Watch as Robinson takes advantage of the inside hand of middle blocker Edie.
2 points from the straight set win. Ethan Watson back to the front. Brendan Reed, another serving sub on Pepperdine, will come in. Reed, 6'4" senior from Newport Beach.
Reed does a great job of mixing up his serves. He's able to carve different seams, go short and deep.
He has 5 aces on the year. Serves from the far side near the corner. Rowan, run Cameron Thorne. Wow.
Thorne with authority in the middle. Do we expect anything less from the standout middle? Arguably one of the top, if not top middle blocker, dare I say, in the nation.
Oh, it's phenomenal. 5 match points for the Bruins. Much of Pauley back to their feet. Left side, Ryan Barnett, clear the wall, scores. Ryan Barnett, 12 for 28, 3 errors, right around 300.
Barnett continues to have a calming leadership presence on the court for the Waves, smiling through that last swing.
Match point number 2. Bruins are on receive. Jump serve Harkey, and nice serve, and maybe even a better pass by Kirchie. Kelly for the match, not yet. Out of the back, and scoring, George Dyer. Back-to-back Pepperdine points, 24-21.
What a dig by libero Jacob Riley for Pepperdine, sitting inside the block of the Waves.
I think Coach Hawks will call a timeout here if he does not win the point. Harkey still serving, back row, front row now. Rowan, right side to V for the match. That is no good. A 3, then things start to really tighten up.
Waves volleyball is never say die. We've seen that from them. It started with Marv Dunphy, and now in the hands of Jonathan Winder and his superb coaching staff there. Still anybody's ball game coming into the red zone. Harkey at the service line. I expect the Bruins to try and find Ito David on the right side coming out of this timeout. They have to utilize a first ball pass.
And take a look at head coach Jonathan Winder. Waves will still have to fight off 2 more match points at the line. Got off a really nice serve last time. Jump serve, Harkey goes down the middle. Good pass to Rowan. Run the left side. Kelly goes through the wall. Very fitting ending because he had a wonderful match and a very high profile match. Stars came to play tonight, and the Bruins got a lot of production from someone who, let's face it, we don't talk about every single night, Sean Kelly.
Kelly showed up. The true freshman was able to find ways to score in the front row. He played disciplined defense. It was a high-level volleyball game all the way across. Yes, 3 sets, but it was point for point until the red zone. In each 3 of the sets, I think the Waves played incredible defense. They really put the pressure on the Bruins, and they had offensive threats at the net, but the Bruins able to win 2 or more points in the red zone.
8 in a row the Bruins have played. Sean Kelly goes